What is up, YouTube family? It is K-Rod here, also known as K-Rod7435. You know, Kieran Rodriguez. We are in the house today. I got a good little live stream video that I wanted to get off my mind today. Let's talk about Mr. Jose Valenzuela. He will be fighting this upcoming Saturday, tomorrow. The homie, the Mexican brother. I got mad love for him. I love watching this kid a lot. He's in his 20s, not that far away from me in age. I think 22 or something. He's a really good fighter. I love watching him fight, and I just have like a lot of support for him. Yep, he's 22 years old, 5'8", has a 70-inch arm reach. He's from Los Smokies, Sinaloa, Mexico. I'm really happy for him. I'm proud of him. 9-0, 6 KOs, knocked out literally three. Yeah, he's knocked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his last 5 opponents. Not bad guys. Obviously they're like C-level fighters, but this fighter that he's fighting, Denir Berrio, I don't even know how the hell to pronounce his name, but this is a Venezuelan guy that he's or Colombian guy. I'm sorry, that he will be fighting. He's definitely in the prime of his career. He's 30 years old. Hasn't really been fighting good level competition. He's been fighting like a bunch of low level guys. He's gotten beat by Zaur Abdullayev, the same guy that got stopped by Devin Haney. Pavel Malikov, that was a really tough fight itself, but he lost in a split decision loss. That was back in 2017, and then later, moving forward to 2018, Zaur defeated him. This guy, he's a really good fighter, decent to say the least. He just likes to double up on jabs a lot. He's just like a really come forward, be aggressive type of fighter. I don't really think too highly of how should I say, Colombian fighters as much, because sadly Colombian fighters don't really hold up the same attitude and being defensively and offensively responsible in boxing fights. That's no shade towards Colombian fighters. I think Colombian fighters can do well, but the problem still remains that if they're able to sustain in the ring, then that's really up to them. But when you look at their level of competition, that's really based on how well they can handle, the pressure on getting those bigger fights, especially from the female end, more compared to the male end, because there's really not that many male Colombian fighters. But some of the females are good too. I like that one chick. I don't know if she's still fighting. I want to say she's from Venezuela. Her name is she's Oglidi Suarez. Yeah, Oglidi Suarez. Yeah, that lady. But she's a good fighter. I think she fights at flyweight or super flyweight. Very tall lady for her division, but she could definitely fight. I really hope she does come back and do more things in her career. But moving forward with Jose Valenzuela, I wanted to talk about this fight itself. Is it really worth to watch this fight? It will be in the Mechanics Bank Arena over in Bakersfield, California. So it's good that Jose is getting a good test. But this guy isn't really that good of a lightweight. I kind of feel like it should have been Zaur Abdullayev, or at least put somebody in the top 100 if you're going to be consistent in terms of getting good fights. I actually want to mind a John Fernandez fight. He obviously got stopped by Michel Rivera. Or if you could give him, to a Jackson Marinas or Jermaine Ortiz. I actually even put that out there on his Instagram. I think that would have been a flame fight. Joseph Adorno, that would have been a damn good fight. William Zapata, that actually would have been a really good fight. I actually would have loved that fight too. Manuel Jaimes, he's a good fighter. I hear he is good. He's out of Stockton. I haven't seen too many fights out of him, but I hear he is a good fighter. Raymond Murataya, along with his brother. I actually wouldn't mind Justin Paldo. I wouldn't mind Nafir Charles. Dude, there's plenty of smoke at 135. Jose, he's definitely on his way to the top. I don't see how he can not get any of these fights. Like a Ladarius Miller. Well, yeah, that's like probably like light years away, but I mean, Jose could have fought somebody a little bit better, compared with this guy. But I think it's good that you have like a good crafty veteran. You just want to get like a good tough style, so that way you're always fighting tough style matchups. So that way you're always going to sharpen your iron a lot better. So I think that's good on his behalf, and I'd like to see how that goes with the rest of his contender journey before he reaches that world title. Because I do believe, like, once Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez is gone, I think the next lions that are going to come up in that division are going to be Jose Valenzuela, William Zepeda, maybe Michel Rivera, definitely Isaac Cruz, and probably George Kambosos. I see Kambosos beating Teofimo, so I think Kambosos is going to shock the world if he does do well. But if we could probably go to the level of seeing any other guys staying at 135, it could be Ryan Garcia, unless he wants to be a little pussy and get away from 135 and try to test that smoke at 140. I highly doubt it, but then again, Ryan Garcia is all cap, so I don't really care what the hell he has to say. Ryan Garcia, he is a nobody, and he would get crushed by any of these top 50 lightweights that are on my screen, not on my phone, but on my computer screen, that would probably stop Ryan Garcia in less than 4 rounds, if not way lesser than that, probably seconds. But either way, Ryan Garcia has proven himself to be a absolute fool in the boxing ring. But when we see it with Jose Valenzuela, I think this is a good, decent opponent for him to have. But I kind of feel like if we're going to be honest, we could have seen him in there with a lightweight fighter, somebody that we know in the lightweight division, like a Nafir Charles. I actually wouldn't mind that fight. That would have been a good fight. Or if you want to have a Justin Paldo on that, on that main event card. But obviously we do want to see him and Rolly go at it, because Rolly obviously is afraid of him and he is ducking him for multiple reasons. But if it were to be possible, I actually even wouldn't mind to see a probably Angel Fierro. Angel Fierro, he's a good fighter. And Ricardo Nunez, I actually wouldn't mind that fight. I think, honestly, like, the toughest fights for Rayo would be the Mexican fighters, like Juan Rene Tellez, Angel Fierro, Andres Cortez. Dude, I love Andres Cortez. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I love Andres Cortez. Like, that's not me being gay. Like, I'm just saying, like, I love how he fights. He is such a great, decorated fighter, and I have nothing but pure respect for him, because that guy, knowing that he's fighting on Top Stank Boxing, he is still putting on a show, and I think he's going to be ready for everybody. But that is going to be told with time being put into it, so time will tell if he is ready for the big dogs at lightweight. But let's talk about Jose's fight. How do I see this fight going down? I think Jose is going to stop this guy brutally. I will probably give it the 5th round or 6th round. I think it's going to be a good fight to the point where it's not going to go to the cards, because Jose obviously wants to not have a fight go to the cards. There has been a couple of fights where he hasn't been treated well, but then again, he doesn't really have most of his fights go to a decision. Some fights really go either way, but we haven't really seen him in a unanimous decision victory. Most of his decisions came out of 4-rounders, and I'm pretty sure he dominated all those fights. and good enough that he did. I give him nothing but respect and credibility. But how I see this fight going down is that I just think Rayo, he's just going to outbox this guy. He's going to give this guy a lot of trouble in the inside. And I think Berrio, he's not going to handle his pressure to the point where he's going to get knocked out. His skill sets are just not up to Rayo's level. Rayo is levels above him. And I think this is going to be a coming out party for Rayo if if he wants it that bad, which I do believe he does. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. I'm going to come out with more videos, live stream videos per se. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be back, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.